product placement.
I should discuss how we're gonna start it.
We probably should have.
Editing. Welcome to the channel. We got Josie and Bo here. We're gonna talk about races this year. We're gonna talk about committing to it. We're gonna be talking about training later on, stuff like that. But today we're just kind of giving you an overview of what exactly we'll be doing this year.
We both have a long list of events. We're not gonna bore you out with all the details, but we are going to give some highlights, what we're looking forward to the most, the least, and a couple of important runs in their backstories. So,
Yep. I'm going to be running 29 races. That's the plan. And Bo?
I'll be running 21.
So
Can
far.
you do something for me? No? Okay.
There's still some time to
No, there ain't no time.
bump that number up.
Nope. It's already bumped up from 19. I added 2 supers.
So it's possible to bump up.
No, I've stretched the race calendar as far as it can possibly stretch.
Anyways, I'm going to be trifecta. I'm trying to get as many as I can. Bo here, how many you getting?
I have 2 trifectas on my calendar. You have?
6 planned out. Yep. We'll see how hard that first one hits me though. You know, things may change. We'll be doing 12 different venues in 8 different states.
Mm-hmm.
So a couple of those we haven't even been to yet.
Yeah, we definitely have some new venues on here. Starting from the top, we have one we're familiar with. It's my favorite venue.
New place, we ain't done it yet.
Oh, we haven't done it yet. Okay, so Jacksonville was the favorite when they did it at the motocross park. They switched it back to the Diamond D Ranch. This is a working farm. People seem to like it from what other Spartans have said. I'm looking forward to racing there. I love Jacksonville, period. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
So
That was a nice area. Weather's good that time of year too.
that was great.
So that's coming up at the end of February.
After beautiful Jacksonville, 70-ish degrees in February, amazing. We go straight to a mini cold gauntlet between Atlanta and Charlotte.
Now, Charlotte, I'm not too worried about. Atlanta is my pick for the one race I'm not looking forward to this year. I hate it when it's cold, and that first beast is just going to suck. I already know.
That's your first trifecta.
Yeah, my first trifecta, so just getting through a beast is going to suck, and then to know I have to do it again the next day.
For 2 more races.
Embrace the suck, do hard things.
Atlanta's my pick for least favorite as well. I don't like running in the cold. Atlanta is super muddy. I haven't actually raced any like sprint super beast in Atlanta. Did the trail race last year. It was 33 degrees.
Yeah, it was cold.
I couldn't breathe. You dragged me through it. I appreciate that,
You
sir.
got through it.
But it was 33 degrees, and we were running through like big concrete culverts. It
Outbounds and all. It was crazy.
is.
We went through like the little sewer drainage thing.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, it was not my favorite. I'll never run another trail race.
Yeah.
No, thank you, Spartan. Charlotte for me it's just cold. I feel like sometimes they make it like, how much can we make this suck? There was one year like you covered yourself with mud to stay.
Yeah, it was so cold going over the
Rolling mud.
Rolling mud. I was literally like just rolling around the mud just to warm up. It just sucked. And then when I got done, I didn't realize that Bo here had the key to the locker, so I had to wait in the cold for him to get done racing just so I could warm up.
Yep, you're welcome. So a pretty big race for both of us.
Super exciting.
This is my first trifecta of the season. Don't listen to this man at all. This is my first trifecta of the season.
This has definitely been a favorite. Like it's a really fun one. I feel like it's got its challenging parts, but for the most part, it's a little bit easier than some ones we're used to. So
Yeah.
Definitely can appreciate that.
Fayetteville. I have to say, I'm really looking forward to this one. It's not my like most looking forward to, but I'm really looking forward to this one. I owe Fayetteville a good run. Last year, running that was my trifecta last year. I cracked my tibia in mile two. I fractured it going over the hurdles. Misjudged the height. It was a divot. Misjudged the height. Just just cracked the hell out of my tibia on it, and it was fractured. It was swollen, and I finished the whole trifecta with fractured tibia. So yeah, do hard things. But I owe it a good run. So I'm gonna try to go back this year and do significantly better than last year.
That's a good goal. Like I said, by day 2, we were pretty much dead.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Then we get into my personal favorite, the one I'm most looking forward to. It'll be our first stadium race. That's going to be in Tampa Bay. So
Raymond James, we're coming for you.
that'll be a fun experience, I think. Stadiums are 5K, so compared to like the Beast and stuff like that, it should just be a fun day. But the only problem is it's 2 weeks after that that trifecta. So we'll see how it feels.
Let's see. Oh, I turned off my screen.
This is the first one this will be a new venue for both of us. Like we haven't never seen it, so don't know how the weather's gonna be or anything like that. But Cincinnati in June.
So if anybody knows the Ohio area very well, like what is Cincinnati like in June? Is it warm, cold, windy, rainy? I have no clue.
This is another trifecta for me, so I really hope it feels good.
Ooh. Yeah, I mean it's not going to get any worse than Atlanta.
No,
you can't possibly. Oh well.
I don't know how it is. I'm not from north, so it could be deceivingly hot. Who knows?
I mean, June. Y'all let us know if anybody knows anything about Ohio. I'm really excited about this one. Like Josie said, new venue. It's a new state.
Yeah.
So it's a new travel for us. We're hopefully going to document that one pretty good. Give y'all a pretty good idea of what Cincinnati's like for us.
Yeah.
Then we jump right back into Asheville in August. We've done.
Yeah, that was what I was thinking. I don't know if we've done Asheville. Wait, no, is Asheville Triumph?
Yeah, it's the Mill Spring. It was the one that was Mill Spring. Yeah, it's Triumph. Okay.
So yeah,
cool.
This one's literally where it started out for us.
How did we not remember?
I don't know. So our first race ever was at Asheville Tryon or whatever.
Super.
And it took us like 4 hours. Longest. Like, the people we ran with, they were amazing. They helped us get through it, and
shout out to our friends for putting up with our slow asses out there, because they're like, y'all are doing great, and we're like, we're gonna make it, and then we'll look at
one had to tolerate us like heavy breathing the whole time. The
whole
one
way.
Finished the race and had time to come back, catch us, and then help us through the rest of the way. So
yeah, it was tough. It was rough. We underestimated the hell out of that race, and then somebody. Because this one was at the end of July in the South. If any of y'all are from the South, you understand why this is important. Somebody chose a start time of noon.
Originally, when they signed up, they didn't know anybody else was running, and they had never run one before. So, hey, we'll get to sleep in. Not a big deal.
Chose a noon start time.
And you were still talking about it. So it was a great story, and I'm so appreciative of my friends for, sticking with me through that. So.
Yeah,
it was definitely the best time. That's why we're doing these, because we had such a great time at the first one and just kept going. So
it's like just one more thing on this topic. It's like we didn't do well in that race. I'm putting it right now. It wasn't like we enjoyed it to the finish line. No, there was some crappy parts of that race. I almost fell off the slip. I hit my face on the slip wall, and I looked up, and the friend that came back into the race. After she finished to help us finish, she was helping me over the slip wall, and I slipped and hit my face. It's metal and it hurt. When I looked back up at her, I had one eye closed and I still saw two. So I just put my head back down. I have a video. Literally, I put my head back down. I just kind of hung out.
So I got out the water and I just laid on the ground, and one of the volunteers was like, "You okay?" I'm like, "Just leave me here. Yeah, just done." So.
Yeah, it was tough, but I think
After the recovery, then it was like, okay, we could do this again.
yeah,
That day it's a long ride home.
somebody didn't move because his abs were cramping. Was it your abs?
Yeah, I was worried about catching an ab cramp. I didn't want to embarrass myself, so I'm like sitting perfectly still. Like they stopped to grab something to eat, and I was like, "Nah, I'm good. I'm just gonna chill. Just tired." And I was like, "Ooh."
Yeah, it was. Once I recovered from it, I was like, I'm not going out like that. That's not gonna be my whole Spartan experience. So, no, these are fun. This is the race that started it all.
Matter of fact, we'll hold you to it. We'll post when it comes time for actual. We'll post our first race time and then this race time for the
Yes.
super.
We got another new venue,
Yep, out of state.
West Virginia in August.
Another trifecta.
Ooh,
So
Lord.
love going to these new places and just getting my ass whooped. That just seems to be like the common thread this year.
I'm only doing the sprint. I'll be there with the camera so y'all can see him suffer. I saw that.
So far,
So
he's
far.
only doing this sprint so far.
I will be behind the camera in West Virginia.
He's gonna see them shiny medals and he's like, oh man.
I should have run it. Nope. The next race, another new venue. There's no trifecta here.
Nah, it's just super
Okay.
sprint.
So this is an honor series race. These are pretty cool because they honor first responders and military personnel. Two groups of people we have a lot of respect for. They have hard jobs, and kudos to them for doing it. So we love these races that take a moment out to honor them.
New venue for me.
Yep.
This one's gonna be you've already done this one,
Yep.
Nashville. How was Nashville?
Nashville was beautiful. It's my second favorite venue now. I mean, it's just beautiful. I've never been to that, like outside of Nashville. I've been to the city proper for like music and food, but actual Nashville and surrounding area, beautiful, beautiful place. I didn't know. Ran the sprint last year. Going to do the sprint and super this year. What are you doing there?
Super sprint.
Yep. So 10K and 5K. It's gonna be pretty.
Who knows what the weather's gonna be? October starts to get hit or miss depending on the year. So
Like when I got there, it was upper 50s. At the race, it was mid 60s.
Yeah.
The next day, as we were leaving, it was like in the mid 40s.
that's,
Can you feel the anxiety through the camera? Like, feel my anxiety? Just no. Well, there's a lot of it here because
technically this is the most hometown race, even though it's not like the home race for us. This is backyard South Carolina trifecta weekend.
down in Newberry, college town, right in our backyard, trifecta.
I've never ran it. We went and watched friends run
Yep.
it, and they passed out the first year. That was in the middle of the
Oh
summer.
God, it was. We were spectating,
Yeah,
and
it
had
was-
issues with the heat. Just
It was bad. Had punching ice and all. It was crazy.
it was.
Story for another time.
I did run Newberry last November, just the sprint, and I will say it was a fast race.
To be honest, what fourth
Nope.
trifecta by then?
Nope, absolutely not. Second. This is my second trifecta. This is what, number 5 or 6 for you?
That'd be 5. Next one's 6. Next one goes.
Ooh, that's right.
Central Florida. Never raced it. Hope
Yes.
it'll be warm December-ish. Warmer than the Atlanta and Carolina.
Like Sebring. I don't know how do you pronounce that. Florida people. Sebring, Florida. Sebring sounds dumb. I'm pretty sure it's Sebring, Florida.
You just insulted him.
I probably did. I don't apologize. I apologize.
But that's going to wrap it up for us as far as like races go. Oh yeah, so the medals. So our friend Melissa said that the Shriners Hospital will accept medals and they give them to kids that complete treatments and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So anytime I get a duplicate medal this year, I'm gonna give it to her to give to them. So super excited about it. So not just racing for myself. So that'll get me through those cold, long runs, I guess.
Put a halo on this man.
Nah,
No halo?
Nah, they're doing more than I am. I'm just
right,
running
right.
through the woods doing some obstacles. So
That is our 2024 race calendar. 12 venues, 8 states, over 20 races apiece. Lots of medals, lots of fun, lots of work, lots of obstacles. Did I say lots of work already? Because it's going to be a lot of work
It's already started.
already.
We'll kind of post another video going over kind of what our training is looking like and our recovery habits, eating habits, stuff like that, to kind of get ready for this. Always open to advice, so please feel free to leave comments on it. Let us know what you do.
Part of this is accountability, right?
Yeah.
We're trying to hold ourselves accountable, but we also want to show like it can be done. You can do hard shit.
Yeah.
You know, we both have our own fitness journeys, and we both have our own reasons and motivations for wanting to be great at this. And so we want this year to prove to ourselves like, hey, I can do this. I did this. I will continue to do hard shit. I will continue to do great things. Just so one person out there honestly is like, oh my God, look what they did. I can do it. Worth it. Absolutely worth it. So
we ain't coming in here with like 6-packs and marathon runners.
No.
This is something, you know, it's hard. There's obstacles still never completed.
Yep.
It's still a struggle with. So, but like I said, we'll kind of get back to that more. Thank y'all for watching.
And we will see y'all next time.